Hi, my name is Sydney Smith. I'm 24 years old and I'm currently the social media director for an engineering firm in Hamden. I graduated from undergrad a few years ago from Florida State University, go Noles. And my major was communication studies. And after that, I started working at a news station in New Haven, Connecticut. And after that, I worked at an e-commerce company in Branford, Connecticut, and then now obviously I'm at an engineering firm in Hamden. So I've kind of moved around to a lot of different industries and a lot of different things, but the only consistent thing among all of them is that I've always done social media in some fashion. So a day in the life of my social media world is pretty full. It's definitely 8 hours a day, but you'll see that as I start going through the presentation. Um, I really love social media for a lot of reasons. If you read in the discussion post that I've written, because I went to school out of state, I really use social media in my everyday life personally to keep in touch with my family and friends from around the country. My sister got engaged over the weekend, and instantly I saw the pictures, and I saw my niece right after she was born, and all these great things that social media allows to happen so that I can stay connected with my family and friends. And because my career is so involved with social media, one of the reasons that I wanted to go and get my master's in it is that I really want to, continue to educate myself and make sure I stay on top of all the trends and make sure I set myself up for the future. So if we come over to my company right now is Diversified Technology Consultants, and it's located in Hamden. And as you can see, every few weeks I try to change the cover photo to make it something fun. Um, our company logo graphically spells DTC if you turn on its side, so we can change the colors. And here I went into PicMonkey, which is a free online photo service, and I added the snowflakes and the holly and the little snowman, and then every holiday has a different cover image, and that's the way I try to stay engaged with our fans. Um, so basically, first thing in the morning, I come into work and I check to see how many people commented. I have a like for, a story I posted today. And then I also posted a picture yesterday so I can see our reach. We typically want to get between like 50 and 75 people to look at it because our company is so small and so specific. So the bigger our reach is, really, the more our brand is getting out there and the more brand awareness we're creating. So even though I don't have any comments, I do have a bunch of likes for this one photo, but really the reach is really good too. It's a good metric to measure. So I look through and I see what's going on here, and then Facebook has a bunch of really great snapshots to take a look at so I can see the total reach for all the things I've done recently. Obviously this one kind of stands out. So looking at this, I can see what kind of trends and kind of identify what our followers really want to see. So that's usually what I do first thing in the morning. I check Facebook, and then I'll come over to Twitter. This is our Twitter feed. Twitter we don't do as well as. I don't think the engineers really are into Twitter, so that's probably why. But if you see on our feed, I retweet a lot of industry-related events, kind of current stories, current events, current trends in the industry, kind of to try to keep DTC at the forefront of what's going on. You'll see I have that same picture here and lots of articles from different organizations that are associated with engineering. So kind of we use Twitter as like an aggregator to kind of get all the stories together that kind of have a common theme, and hopefully we can attract followers on Twitter who have similar interests. And as you can see with branding too, I carried the DTC logo to the background image, and it's also the header image up here, and then I cropped it just to the DTC letters for the little profile pic. So in addition to working at DTC, I am also the social media director for a construction company called Triad. And Triad also has a Facebook page. I think construction is it's a little bit of a different industry, so it's not as fun and laid back because contractors have to be on their game and definitely display professionalism all the time. So I have project updates. They also went to the same event that DTC was in coincidentally, so we have pictures from the event. We just launched their new website, so we promoted the website, which got a really amazing reach of, almost 250 people, which is really fantastic. We also have, project bid wins and articles, and I also promote our other social services on the Facebook page and the LinkedIn page, which I will get to momentarily. And then I did a little fun cover picture for New Year's. So that's Triad. Triad is not on Twitter because when doing my industry research, I determined that contractors and people in the construction industry don't really spend a lot of time on Twitter. So we really didn't see a good ROI for spending the time to create and maintain a Twitter page. However, both companies are on LinkedIn, so this is my personal profile. Since I'm the social media director, I do take a lot of meetings with, community outreach and trying to get the brand name out there for both companies. So I do spend a good deal of time on LinkedIn. If you go under companies, we have both DTC and Triad. Triad's a fairly new company, so you'll notice that's why they have very few followers. But I do post up here, the new website and a project update. And then DTC is more of the same. I have, their logo up here, a little bit of short bio, and then we actually won a bid today, so that's up here. And then we have pictures, employee promotions, employees passing professional exams. DTC engineers write a series of articles for newsletters, so we promote those on all of our social sites as well. So and new employees. So just, a lot of content, we try to generate and share out on social sites, trying to see what our followers respond best to. So after I'm done with my day dealing with Triad and DTC materials, I come home and my older brother Brett actually created an independent film, and I created the Facebook fan page in an effort to draw fans to the movie and also in an effort to raise $20,000 for a Kickstarter fund, which was going towards post-production costs and distribution to family and friends and people who wanted to actually buy the movie. So we created this page. We're at over 300 people who like it, and it's a really great way for people to share, their experiences, what they felt about the movie, and then people create, fun little pictures that we can share. The movie also featured a lot of local artists and not like unfound talents in the music industry. So there's a lot of like pictures from people who contributed to the movie either musically or in the artistic department. And then as the Kickstarter rewards were being passed out, we kind of gave updates and someone posted it in the mailbox. We're happy to receive it. So this is, a really fun way to create a community of people who really care about either the movie or they relate to the actors in the movie or they just relate to the theme. And obviously, our family and friends were all over this. So it was a really fun project. And stay tuned if you like the movie, if you're interested, because there's going to be a big announcement about the movie fairly shortly. So there's a nice little tease for you. In addition, I also run this Facebook page, which is dedicated to a good friend of mine named David. Last year, David was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and he's been fighting for his life ever since. So, being a friend of someone who's going through a really hard time, it's really important that we all kind of, banded together. And there's a race in DC called Race for Hope, and it raises funds for brain tumor research. So even though we can't really help David, other than just be supportive and be good friends, this is a way for us to help the larger community of people who are suffering with brain tumors. So, again, this is a fairly new page. I think I made this within the last 2 weeks or something like that. So, I posted a fun little countdown clock, which tells you the number of days, hours, and minutes until the race. Trying to share, running tips to get everyone to band together and, really create a community of people getting in shape and getting ready for the race. Tips about how you can exercise at home because it's so cold out. And then also updating everyone about how we're doing on our fundraising goal of $3,000, as well as links to actually donate. So there's a lot of stuff on here. Again, we're just getting started, but it's really fun to do. So not only do I use Facebook professionally, but I also use it for my events and causes that I really care about. So I guess that's it. That's how I use social media every day in my life, and I can't wait to get started with this class, and I look forward to meeting all of you. Thanks.